So when setting up for this piece of machinery, the further up these roller pads are your shins, the easier it's going to be to maneuver the weight that you are lifting. So if you lower it down so that it's in the corner, in the ankle joint, that's going to be the best place for you, and it'll stay consistent that way when you're increasing the weight over periods of time. To adjust it, there's a little screw mechanism here that you have to loosen off first. And then there is a pull out, and then it'll slide into a new pinhole, and then you tighten it up again afterwards. So once the machine is set up correctly, there's a few things that you have to do to set yourself up correctly. Use the handles at the side here to pull yourself so you're sitting upright and tall. And you want to try and set your pelvis so that your belly button is through. You don't want to be doing this with a rounded lower back position, because then you're not training your quads in the most effective range of motion. You have 4 quad muscles, and one of them attaches to your pelvis. One of them attaches to your pelvis, and the other 3 attach to the upper thigh bone. So if you do this exercise with a rounded lower back, you're training the 3 that are attached to your thigh bone, and you're not quite training the one that attaches to your hip bone as effectively. So what you want to try and do is imagine somebody has reached through your belly button, they've grabbed your spine, and they've pulled it this direction. So they've made you sit up nice and tall. Once you are in that position, then you can begin the movement. It's a controlled up, a small pause at the top, and then a controlled lowering again towards the bottom. Typically with these sorts of exercises, we're trying to train a hypertrophy based stimulus. So it's best to do it slow and controlled throughout the entire range of motion. You'll see here, I just raised the pin up and show the difference of how that sits on my shin. And so my whole foot is now free of the roller, which can be more comfortable, but it does technically make lifting the load a tiny bit easier.